Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Why democracies always fail.
Democracies have a pesky habit of destroying themselves. And there's probably no better example of this dangerous trend than the birthplace of democracy itself. Despite being hailed as one of the greatest
Oh, Greece catching
Ancient
strays.
accomplishments of ancient Greece, it may come as a surprise to many that several Greek philosophers were actually incredibly skeptical about democracy. The legendary lawgiver of Sparta, Lycurgus, vehemently
Oh, we just reacted to him yesterday.
rejected democracy
Honestly,
when someone demanded that Sparta
honestly, at this point, forget the terms. Everyone line up. Let's do a race. Whoever wins, determine everyone's terms. Okay.
adopt a democratic system of government, he famously replied in typical laconic fashion, begin with your own family. Another famous critic of democracy was actually Socrates, who had every
saw
reason
that
to
as
be
well.
skeptical, as we'll learn why later. In Plato's Republic, Socrates warns that democracy can end up destroying an entire civilization. And to drive this point home, he uses an analogy. Imagine
I can use an analogy for that.
What?
Donald Trump.
Oh.
a state is like a huge ship on a vast ocean. This ship of state needs a skilled captain to navigate through storms, avoid obstacles, and reach its destination safely. But the captain is elected by popular vote, and the decision ends up being a disaster. Because rather than electing someone who actually understands how to pilot a ship and understands the art of seafaring, the passengers instead pick someone who is popular, persuasive, and promises nice things to the people on board. And just like any ship that did this would probably crash or sink, so too would any society.
How do you like my example?
Donald Trump.
So what was Socrates' point with this whole ship analogy? Is he advocating for a strongman dictator? No. What Socrates is saying is that the passengers need to become crew members. If they hope for the ship of state to reach its destination, they need to elect not just a competent captain, but they themselves need to understand how the ship functions. After all, even the most competent captain cannot pilot a ship on its own without a capable crew. But unfortunately,
True.
I guess the idea then, according to this, would be you would have to enact that a president would have to have a degree in political science or something like, at least politics or economics. Fuck, have a degree, period, you know? Like, so I don't know. There, I guess you have to have like some qualification to be a president. Can't just be like an actor, aka Ronald Reagan, you know?
Fortunately, Athens would lack both a competent captain and a capable crew. Ironically, one of the first victims of this would be Socrates himself. In 399 BC, he was put to death after an assembly voted that he had been corrupting the youth of Athens. Socrates' fate should have been a warning, but instead, the city of Athens spent the next century elevating one political demagogue after another until finally, things came to a head in 323 BC.
Yeah, because
After
it's quite
news of the
easy for someone like who's very charismatic to just make it their way to the top to lead people. It's like that's their end goal in life, is to make it to the top, to just navigate with their own wishes, you know?
Yep.
death of Alexander the Great
They can't
reached
help
Athens,
it.
the
They
city
can't
was
help
eager
it.
to get revenge on their bitter Macedonian rivals. Phocion
Well, no, I think their end goal is to make money, but
But they can't help.
but they do that by what you said, yeah. But the end goal, I don't think end goal is just to lead people. I think end goal at the end of this money, like
Yeah, lead people to
luxury,
get money, yeah.
luxury.
an admirer
Well,
of Socrates, had served Athens for more than 50 years as a famous politician
Like,
and
look
general.
at
He tried
Elon
to warn the
Musk.
people
His life, I don't think he needs more money. He just wants power. He wants to execute power.
Yeah.
that while Alexander was dead, the army he commanded was still alive. But Phocion was outvoted, and Athens started a war with the world's sole superpower. And after being crushed in battle, the Athenians begged him to lead the surrender negotiations, fearing that the Macedonians would destroy the city. Phocion managed to save Athens, but at the cost of the city's freedom. Athens was placed under direct Macedonian control, and the famed democracy of ancient Greece vanished forever. The story of Athens is a warning sign for us today. The downfall of its famed democracy and the city's subjugation is proof that no political system is perfect. In fact, it's only as effective as the people who participate in it. Perhaps that's why Thomas Jefferson once warned that if the people ever become inattentive to the public affairs, their political leaders will all become wolves.
I'm the kind
Very
of person
interesting
who
video.
tends to
Correct and interesting.
Yeah, and scary because we're seeing live application.
Yes, scary because it's literally happening in front of our eyes.
Yeah. Guys, oh, can we see the comments? Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you wouldn't
no.
be able to go back.
Yeah, I wanted to see when it was posted. Oh, a year ago. I wanted to see when it was posted because I thought it might be a recent video, but I guess not.
No
Okay.
history.
No. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs to be ruled by evil men.
Yeah.
Another thing Thomas Jefferson said in his farewell address: material abundance without character is the surest road to destruction. My faith teacher answered why are democracies always supplanted by dictatorships by saying democracies last only until people realize that they can get out of government more than they put into it. Only that they can get out of government more than they put into it. I don't
I
understand.
guess use resources.
The politicians can get out of them more than they put it into it, but so not the people, but the politicians then. Because two idiots can always outvote one genius. True. Wow. Short but sweet video.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And Zoe's. Share as much kindness as possible.